And we are live.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's the transition, like from like those PowerPoint.
Oh, that.
Okay, let me share the stream.
Okay. Are we truly live?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are truly live.
Oh, okay. You were very quiet there for a second.
Oh,
I wanted to show you guys my new coffee mug. I was telling George that our neighbors usually just dump everything next to the trash if it's like for donations. And
You
then
take it.
I'm of the age where I rummage through the donations every single time. usually it's stuff that I don't want, like coherent and old clothes or whatever. But like
Oh.
I found this like treasured item.
oh shit!
I was like, this is so stupid. I have to take it.
I guess that's pretty cool.
Oh my god. Is it hard to drink like that?
It is very awkward to hold and completely impractical. I can see why they donated it because it's like I don't know, and also like because of the way it's like casted or made or molded, there's a hole in here.
Okay.
So if you're like washing it, like dirty water goes in, and you have to really make sure you drain it every time, or else it's like a bacteria growth hazard or something.
But that's so dumb because when you drain your cups, you drain it upside down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then when you drain it upside down, then the hole will be on top of the handle, and then the water gets trapped.
Exactly.
I
So
guess
it's
you
really
can
bad design.
fill it up.
Try
I
pointing. Try
Put,
pointing
like-
your camera, your cup out of screen, out of the frame. So make it
And then
look like
pretend
you're really
it's
holding a gun. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know which way I could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that way,
this
this
way.
way. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It really looks like a gun.
Yes. But I like how it's actually a really large mug. So
Like
it can hold a
YouTubers
lot
get
of
in
volume.
trouble for pointing guns during live stream.
Mm-hmm. Which is so stupid. And doesn't Davey504 do it as a bit all the time?
Yeah, he does. But it's clearly like a fake gun. And sometimes it's an image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, not that we endorse violence.
No, we
on the
don't.
show or anything.
Only for people who deserve it.
That's like was it Jack Reacher? Is that the one? The Punisher?
Tom Cruise
I'm
one?
mixing up two people.
Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise is Jack
I think
Reacher.
I'm thinking of the Punisher. Is the Punisher and Jack Reacher the same person? Comic book reference fail.
No, they're not.
No. You
Oh,
mean
they're
the
not.
Netflix Punisher?
I'm talking about generically the character. The
Oh,
Punisher.
right.
Jack Reacher is the Scientologist, right?
Tom Cruise lah.
Yeah lah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I like the Punisher imagery is used a lot by people who are very like pro guns in the US.
Oh, really?
Like, so it's no longer like purely about the comic book. It's more like a stance. Because if you see that on a truck, you gotta be careful. That probably means they have a gun.
As in the Punisher, like the skull, or
The skull, yeah.
huh? I did not know that.
They adopted
But
it
they're like
themselves.
some I forgot where I read it.
Reddit?
Oh yeah, the creator said he's not a fan of people using the Punisher skull for whatever it is they're using it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just like Pepe, right? I think the creator of Pepe was not pleased with the way it was used.
What's Pepe?
The frog.
Oh,
The
right.
frog
Oh, right.
Guy.
I call it like Pepe.
Yeah.
Oh, is it pronounced Pepe? Oh,
I don't know. I've only
I mean, okay, to be
seen
fair, like I used to call memes like Mimi. when I first like.
No, you did
saw
not.
it. I did, but that was like super long time ago.
Oh,
Because
I'm
yeah,
woke
yeah.
now.
Okay, that's
Well-
understandable. You're not
I'm
doing it
woke
like
now.
Uncle Roger sort of way, right? Like now calling it that.
when you said Pepe, it sounded like a Chinese name. That's why I didn't think of the frog right away.
Yeah, I was thinking of like
Oh.
another comic book creator, you know. And
Well, yeah, I do have a friend called Peiken, and we call him Pepe, so I can see how. It's a little-
Pei Ken.
Yes. His name, okay, so yeah, his name is interesting, right? Because he's Taiwanese, and then we're like, it's like a Bacon or something. And now that is a weird Chinese name too. And like, he's named after Francis Bacon.
Hmm.
oh.
And then his mom like translated that back into Chinese, and then it got translated back to English.
Because like when you say Pei, it sounds like a female name, right? Like Pei. Pei
Oh,
Ying or
that's
Pei.
true.
Yeah, I never heard a guy with a
Mhm.
Chinese name Pei. I don't know. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's pretty dudish. He can handle it. He's a dude, bro. Gets the ladies. But yeah. Anyway, so icons get adopted by other people all the time and misused. And like, the original, like the Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin pissing on a logo thing. I think the creator of Calvin Hobbes also didn't like that.
Pissing
Oh.
on the logo?
Yeah, it's like a very common like car sticker too, where it's like Calvin looking devious and he's like pissing on something. It became like a trend in the 90s or something.
Let me Google. Calvin.
Yeah.
I haven't
like,
read-
it'll be
I haven't read, like, a
Calvin pissing on the
new-
Ford logo, or
I
Calvin.
haven't read
is
New Calvin
pissing
and
on...
Hobbes comic in a while.
Oh, that image.
He hasn't
Yeah.
made one.
Oh, he hasn't?
No, he stopped like 2 decades ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where
I also haven't read any new stuff from what's his name?
Garfield.
Doug
Doug Adams, the
Dilbert.
Dilbert guy. Yeah.
Is it still going on? Dilbert?
Wow.
I don't know, but I heard he's like some.
The guy
He
had
was
a
like very-
breakdown
Like
or
a
something.
super
right?
right winger now.
Yeah, he's a super right winger now.
Yeah, I don't want to read his stuff.
Dilbert.
So
comic.
disappointing.
Do you think he was always right wing when he wrote Dilbert, or is like a
No,
recent?
something
No?
something snapped because it was multiple things. Because I've read all his books, right?
Yeah.
Like at some point, like his wife divorced him, and he started dating this like super young girl model, and like obviously legal age, but still very young relative to him. And then like he became obsessed with Trump and became like a right winger.
Cause like you read after like the Capitol riots, and then you read all these articles
Uh-huh.
of people describing how their families were like so-called normal, and then like when Trump came along, then somehow they bought into his ideologies, and then like they became like super right wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dilbert.
Yeah, I don't know.
still
It's
drawing.
pretty insidious because like Scott Adams. Oh, we're mistaking
Oh,
it. This is Scott Adams. Douglas Adams
this
is like
Scott-
Hitchhikers for the Galaxy.
Oh right. Okay, Scott Adams.
Yeah, because at first he wouldn't say he's a Trump supporter. He would say that, oh, Trump is really interesting, and like look at the way he's manipulating the masses, and it just like slowly evolved into him going, Trump is so smart, and like that's why it's really messed up, I think. And like he used to be such a like creative thinker, and like he write philosophy books, and now he just writes like pro-Trump stuff. And I'm just like, what happened? So my hypothesis is that like this is totally made up, which I brought up before, is that like so certain drugs that older people take in America causes something to go wrong with their brains, like and lowering cholesterol drugs or something like that. Because it's just like, or else my brain cannot explain how someone can go from like this to that, such a huge personality change. Or maybe you just have a midlife crisis and you snap, and this is just what happens, or something.
I mean, I guess you didn't know him personally. Maybe he was always like this,
That's true.
We only know him through his work.
So the messed up part is that when I was a kid, one of my goals was to meet him.
Oh.
And now I'm like, oh, I don't even want to do that. Like, even if I could.
Didn't he
Yeah,
write
so-
that letter like saying hoping his dad would die or something like that? Was it this guy?
I haven't heard of that one. But that's interesting if that's true.
Yeah, it was a blog post called "I hope my father dies soon."
Oh, this is from a while back, huh?
Yeah, 2013.
Profanity laced.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
Oh, because his dad has dementia or something like that.
mind
Oh,
is
so it's not
98%
so
gone. Yeah. I mean,
it's
basically
not so
he's
it's not so
suffering.
insidious.
It's like,
Yeah.
So it's like it's a pro euthanasia.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this one is okay. This one is still like sensible.
Yeah.
But I think like yeah. I mean, did you guys listen to his like Joe Rogan episode? Like,
No.
I think it was on Joe Rogan.
he was on Joe Rogan.
Oh,
I
right.
listened to it, and then like you can really see that he's got insane if you listen to it. Because actually, it was still like a little bit before Joe Rogan himself went insane.
Uh-huh.
So like he was still a little bit critical, and then he was kind of like you know just not like super attacking, but it was kind of pointing out the hypocrisy of what he's saying. And then Scott Adams kind of like flipped out. He couldn't really address it, and he was kind of super awkward on the pod.
Oh.
So you guys can, you know, if you want to listen to some vintage Joe Rogan before he went crazy, this was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, like since he moved away from RSS, I haven't been following because I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah, but even his own fan base on Reddit is like rebelling against him.
Oh well.
Okay,
Yeah.
he made his money.
Yeah. More than
Yeah,
enough a long time ago.
I don't know. Would you rather have money or respect? If you already have a lot of money, because it's not like he was poor. It's just that he got even more money.
Yeah.
But I feel like his reputation took such a dive that I don't think that's even worth it.
I mean, I feel he probably has a new audience now, not the same people anymore.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good point.
that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like now I have a vacuum. I guess I'm my own podcast. I'm my own grandpa, but like of like something I would listen to all the time. Because before I think I also listened to like Mark Maron quite a bit.
Mhm.
But now I don't regularly listen to any podcasts anymore.
Oh, the one I listen to the most is Hidden Brain, the NPR one, and Life Kit. Life
Life
Kit's pretty
Kit?
good. Yeah, it's just a
Oh.
a series of like random tips and like different topics that like are
Okay.
all somehow beneficial to you lah. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like short and I like random, so I don't have to feel obligated. But a hidden brain one, I feel like I don't need to because you bring up the good ones. Like,
No,
no,
there's
hear it
like
secondhand from you.
there's plenty more I don't bring up because like it's like too complicated for me to explain or what, like I can't easily summarize it, you know.
What?
Yeah. But it's
That sounds interesting.
very interesting topics as well on Hidden Brain.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then one
Okay.
more I listen to is the Board podcast. It's about mechanical keyboards. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So forgive my ignorance. Is there so much new topics every single week that it has to have its own podcast? Like new releases and like
Yeah, that's pretty much it, lah. Like new releases.
Oh, the board. Well, the one I listen to, he doesn't really cover so much about new releases and all that lah. It's more in-depth news and like topics. It is
Mhm.
not always about like the latest things. Sometimes it's just like thoughts on certain aspects of the hobby and whatnot. Yeah,
hmm.
it's interesting. Well, I mean, if you're into mechanical keyboards, yeah.
I like them when they're finished.
Finished. Oh, keyboards. Yeah.
Like, I already know, and I can look at a photo of it. It looks neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the build process is really fun too, but I feel like I just don't have the time to get into another hobby right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Uh,
You already have plenty of hobbies.
that is true.
I mean, it's like
in one
something we
sense.
use every day, you know. It's not like a
Mhm.
weekend thing where like, cycling is my hobby. I'm gonna, I just do it on the weekends. But this is like something that you use every day for work, So
But I mean, how many keyboards can you possibly build?
I don't know,
Right?
as many as you want.
As many as your budget allows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, actually, we don't really have a big topic list this week. But what I normally do is I scroll up our chat list of things that we sent each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, rest in
We
peace,
can
DMX
Mhm.
and Prince
Mhm.
Philip.
Yeah. All right, Prince Philip.
It's like crazy though. He's like they were married for like over 70 years. It's like
Mhm.
dedication. Now people like call it quits after like 1 or 2 years.
I mean,
Well,
I don't know actually, like I wonder how many couples split up across the world. Like how many marriages fall apart.
mhm.
Is it you think it's
Yeah.
50%?
I thought they say in the US it's like quite high, right?
But globally?
I think
Let's
that's
see.
changed because people don't even get together anymore. So the
Divorce
number has
rate
dropped
in the
or something.
world. What's this?
So now we
Well,
have less marriages and more
Mhm.
divorce.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
global divorce rate is rising. In 2017 it was 44%.
Mhm.
It looks like it's like a upwards trend. In 1960 it was 12%.
Mhm.
Then 16, 26, 28, 35, 41, 44.
I mean, to me, a lot of this is correlated with women's rights, right? Like, because back then you could divorce even if you wanted to, and now,
I guess last time it was more taboo, right? To be a
yeah.
divorcee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Divorcee?
Yeah.
Divorcee? Yeah.
Did you guys watch
Luxembourg is the
the
highest divorce rate, 87%.
what? That seems like really bad odds. Why would you even bother to get married?
Wonder
It's the same reason
why.
why people buy lottery tickets,
Well, what's wrong? What's wrong in Luxembourg? Like, what's
I don't know.
happening?
Have
Or
you
are they
been
like
there?
happily divorcing?
Where is Luxembourg?
No, never been. It's a very small country in Europe, right?
Surrounded by Belgium, France, and Germany. It's mostly rural.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Yeah, fascinating.
Single parenting is rising.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Actually, it's quite interesting, the single parenting thing. Like, do you think it's like I'm pretty sure like all of us don't think it's a taboo thing to be a single mom, right?
no?
So, in Korea, like they have this show where they showcase families and their kids, like celebrities lah. So like they
Mm-hmm.
just show them going about their day. So, and recently they introduced a new cast member. Is this Japanese lady who works in Korea lah? So she's a celebrity there too, but she's a single mom. And then when people found out that she was going on the show, they weren't too happy about it lah, I guess.
Why?
Because she's a single mom lah, like
Yeah, I
like
know.
it's like I mean it's their culture lah, I guess maybe. Like to them they still think it's like it's very taboo to be a single mom.
But what can you do? Like, are they expecting her to like quickly get married, be a husband, or get rid of the kids? Like, I don't see very many
No,
options.
I'm
Or
not sure what
stay
the
not
general
divorced.
disagreement is.
Oh.
But maybe it's like, you shouldn't have a single mom on your show because like it promotes single momhood.
Oh.
Uh,
Gee, I don't think it's something that people are like, yay! Like, I don't know. It seems like
Yeah,
a
but
lot
at
of
the same
work.
time, it's like maybe they don't want people to normalize it.
Mm.
Like the same thing with actually no, I guess it is tied to divorce. Yeah,
But the thing is,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. There are like so many reasons why a mom can end up single. Mom or dad. I mean, there can be single parents, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's not always like a bad thing. Like, or like, I'll say you don't know who is to blame, and like you shouldn't even blame them. Sometimes I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, I don't think it's well, actually I don't know. You can't really say it's no one's to blame, right?
no,
I
sure.
feel
I
like
mean, as in,
it could be like a very wide variety of reasons why
yeah, as
she's
in, but people
single,
don't know, right? The reason, and
Yeah.
and then like they already have a bad impression of them. You know,
Well, I mean, it's just their
what if like the
culture, I
husband
guess.
died,
So
right? And then how?
yeah.
Like, should she
Oh,
be
I'm pretty sure.
ostracized?
Like,
You know?
I'm pretty sure
We're
it
making
wasn't
Singap
that case,
defend all
lah.
of Korean culture.
No, I'm not defending it, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
it is their culture, and like you don't have to agree with it. It is what it is, lah.
So I feel like this is usually when I start to watch Asian Boss to get that like a person off the street
Oh,
perspective. Especially with all these like, acceptability kind of questions.
I mean,
Um,
like they have very very strict rules regarding drugs. There, like even like
yeah.
weed gets you in like serious trouble over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in other places, like it wouldn't be as harsh.
Hmm.
But then I read all these articles of like celebrities getting caught smoking just like one cigarette, and then like it becomes such a big deal, and then they have to like stop their promotions and like publicly
Mhm.
apologize. You know, it's like such a big deal to them. But in other countries, most people probably won't blink an eye. You know, and like smoking one blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
I
like if
feel
you want
like
to work
it's
there, you want to
jarring
stay there, then
because
you have to like learn to assimilate, I guess.
yeah. I mean, it's jarring to me because it's so technologically advanced, yet the cultural norms are still very much back
Yeah.
in the old days. I don't know. I wish they can. I don't know. Just have people be more happy. I don't know.
I don't know, but like some people do find happiness in that kind of rigid structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like we obviously didn't grow up there, so we can't speak to like from an outsider's perspective. It's like, oh, why is it so strict? But for people
Yeah.
there, they're like really happy with their lives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like people in China, like like they seem quite happy, even though like from outsiders it looks like it's like, oh, why is it so strict? Why they
Mhm.
censoring everything?
They can't look unhappy. If not, they'll be killed.
Well, I mean, like that's the whole like K-pop messed up situation, right? A lot of these people are essentially like,
Yeah. And
under a lot
Singip
of
supports it.
listening to K-pop. I don't know. I mean, and also we can just look at like the suicide rate every country, right? To kind of how happy people are or not, like to the extreme. Like I would say, like the number of very
see.
very unhappy people. Like what's the suicide rate
Yeah, that's
in
interesting.
Korea?
Global phenomenon.
Is Japan the highest?
Let's see.
So South Korea is 10th highest in the world. So that's
Okay.
pretty damn high.
Who's number one?
Let's see here. This is old data though. This is 2000 and why is this data so old? 2016.
2016.
Well, I mean, like it's
yeah.
not like one country is suddenly gonna overtake it in 4 years.
Well,
I mean, it's still a pretty
I
good
think
gauge.
the US has really risen quite a lot. A lot of these countries are South American or African countries. Yeah, in
Europe
South
is the
America, it's
highest.
really
Europe.
high.
Yeah.
I mean, Europe's
Are we looking at the same data?
I don't know. This is by the WHO.
which
Mhm.
country in Europe? Is it?
No, they're just measuring continents here or regions here.
Oh,
Let's see, Wikipedia. List of countries by suicide rate. Okay, countries. Highest is wait.
It seems to vary
Yeah, both
depending on
sexes.
which one you're looking at.
Guyana, South America, Africa, and then third is Russia. Fourth, Lithuania. Fifth.
This is the war in Europe.
No, this is according to the world. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
South Korea is number 10.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the United States is all the way at 34.
Japan is number 30.
34.
Yeah.
Really? South
Yeah.
Korea's way higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, South Korea is 10th. So
Wow.
that's like besides Kazakhstan, which is technically Asian, that Kazakhstan's number 7, but like Korea would be the highest like East Asian.
Is Malaysia here? Malaysia 128.
Oh
Not
yeah.
bad. What about Singapore?
So,
We're all pussies.
Yeah, Singapore would be higher.
Singapore's 105, which isn't that high either.
Higher
But
than Malaysia.
so a
Lowest
lot of
smaller
these
too.
numbers, right?
Barbados.
But I feel like in like a lot of these like Asian countries, like people do a better job of hiding that it's a suicide. So,
Perhaps.
for example, the creator of Crayon Shin-chan, like went hiking by himself and then fell off a cliff mysteriously.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
did
he's
not know
dead,
that.
It's not reported as a suicide, even though the comic he issued just a few issues before became super dark for no reason. Like,
Huh. This is interesting.
yeah. So there's a lot of like shame and cultural baggage, and family dies of suicide. So it's better if he disappears off an accident. So I feel like some of these numbers are skewed because it's always not obvious.
Yeah.
Or like drug overdose is another way to die by
Mm,
suicide in a way that would change the statistics.
That's true too.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like Korea being like so like number 10 is not a good spot to be.
Wow. That's pretty high. Number 10.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in there.
Yeah.
Like you're either like going to the best college or being the best e-gamer. Like, or being a K-pop star. There's really not a lot of options. So yeah, I was also recently looking up like what I'm most likely to die of, and according to CDC data, I forgot why we were looking at that. Me and my friends were just discussing what we should be afraid of at our age, and then like for like someone who is Asian of my age group,
Hate crimes.
no, that's
Why are
I'm
we
looking
laughing?
up. No, because we were like, oh, because around the time so off, but it was like that one in Georgia, and then we were talking about, oh yeah, but we shouldn't be too like scaring our society.
Wait, your audio is cutting in and out.
Oh, I don't know how to solve it. Okay.
Oh.
Is it the
Is it
noise
better now?
reduction? I don't know. Maybe you can disable that.
I did not change anything.
Oh. Well, now sounds fine. But just now.
Oh. I think there's
Discord
something
is
wrong with
censoring
mine.
us. Talking about Asian hate and then they'll like censor.
Okay,
Yeah.
10.
I turned off noise suppression anyway.
Okay. You can repeat.
No, there's something wrong with my internet. I need to fix it. Anyway, yeah, so it was sort of like don't worry too much about hate crimes because here are all the other reasons you might die. Yeah, and then like so I was like trying to drill down like for someone of my age group, and then like someone who is of Asian descent, because they do have some data that breaks it down to that level. And then yeah, for me it was mostly unintentional injury is the biggest category. So that
Isn't
includes
like
car
being
crashes, falling off a
isn't being
cliff.
attacked unexpectedly unintentional?
No, the homicide is a separate category.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect to
that's, I
get.
think that's
I didn't expect to get punched today. Unintentional
Yeah.
injury.
exactly.
No, but how do they count that though? Because I feel like every person that you walk past, you have to roll the dice on whether or not they're gonna punish you because you're Asian.
Like when I walk around every day.
Yeah, I mean it's like COVID, right? So
Mhm.
let us say like it takes 14 days for the symptoms to manifest, right? So that means every time you go out, you kind of have to reset the clock, right? Because let's say I went out yesterday and I didn't come into contact with anyone. But then I go out
Mhm.
today, I might have come into contact
Mhm.
with someone, right?
Mhm.
So like it's the same, right? If you go out and then you meet people, like everyone, no matter how remote, there's a chance that they might, beat you up for being Asian.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like if you keep rolling like the dice on that, I feel like it's a higher chance.
And
It's not mathematically sound, but it just makes sense.
in Malaysia, 2016 data, the principal cause of death is heart disease, followed by
Malaysia.
pneumonia, and then cerebrovascular diseases, transport accidents, malignant neoplasm of trachea, bronchus, and lung. That's
how specific?
yeah.
What's that?
I don't know.
The cancer.
Cancer.
Why don't they just
Yeah.
say cancer?
So lung cancer,
Technically
right?
more
Is it-
correct. Lung, trachea. Well, I guess it's still
Trachea,
lung. What's the third
bronchus,
thing?
and lung.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's all lung cancer.
Yeah, but the highest is heart
Yeah.
disease, 13.2%.
Yeah.
Pneumonia,
So
12.
we all have to look after our hearts.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
like
And then I pasted. Mm-hmm.
when people they say they die of natural causes. There's like
Mhm.
no natural cause, right? Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, it's a good question. How do you define
Yeah.
definition of death by natural?
People say,
Maybe it's like
"Oh,
once a certain age.
she passed away in her sleep, like she didn't wake up."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And people assume like they die peacefully, but you don't know that. You just woke up and you saw the dead body in bed, right? You don't know if it was a
Mhm.
peaceful death.
maybe at 5 a.m. they're like clawing at their throat. Like,
Yeah.
Let's see here. What does it mean to die of natural?
and they're like
causes?
screaming your name, but you can't hear them.
Yeah, because he was asleep.
And the next morning you walk in like, oh, she looks so peaceful.
Oh god. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I
yeah.
hope that's not how I die.
You'll never know.
That's why
it's
we
actually
live
a very
together with an
complicated thing.
intercom on all the whole time. You hear me like cry out for help.
Make sure you call me on Discord before you die.
Oh, so apparently of natural causes only means not killed by someone else, not killing yourself, and not in an accident.
Yeah,
Everything else is
so when
natural.
you're like when you're old and then like your organs start failing.
Yeah, that's natural.
I mean,
But how do you know like they didn't fail because of something I did when I was like 20 years old? Like that one time I decided to try cocaine, and then like 6 years later, like it bites me in the ass because of it.
I think we don't have enough technology to make that correlation.
I mean, if someone
But,
dies from
yeah.
like, I don't know, cancer that was not diagnosed, like or not spotted, right? That would fall under natural causes. Right?
It depends on and because you still have to define it after. It's like kind of broadly natural or not natural, and then
I mean, that's only if you bother with a post-mortem, right? Which probably most people won't.
I don't know. Is it like a requirement to be post-mortem?
No.
To have an autopsy after you die? No?
No, I don't think so. Is it?
Yeah, you can just never find out.
Yeah.
But I think most people want to find out because nowadays, because you want to know your chances of your kids or like yourself, if you're the kid, having that thing. So you want to know what your parents die of, so you can start looking after yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or you just
there's a lot of like cancer in my family, so which is great. Which is number one cause of my death. in my age group
Uh-huh.
in California as a female Asian person.
Okay.
Just FYI, guys. So yeah, I pasted the table to the
Is
to
that
chat.
what is it called? Malignant neoplasms?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, why is it so common
Um,
for females, Asian females aged 5 to 9 to have heart disease?
5 to 9? What?
Oh, good question. I'm
That's
not
so
sure.
young.
Yeah.
I think like heart malformation and things like that, more developmental diseases also count under that.
Then it should
So if
be
you have, like, a
when they were
valve
younger, right? No, isn't that like when look congenital and anomalies?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Hmm.
We're turning into
And it
a
says that
medical
it doesn't even
podcast.
show you the number. So that's true.
Making like ill-informed comments.
I know, right? Oh yeah, so the caveat of this data is that the numbers are very small. So a lot of times they don't even show you the number because they're not confident.
Uh-huh.
Why is like some circled in like green and purple?
So I think the bluish color is unintentional injury. The orangey is homicide, and the green is suicide.
Oh, right.
And the rest are just
color
gray.
coded.
Yeah, but like not very consistently. Because like for example, 10 to 14, they couldn't do a color box because there's two things. So then they just.
Oh, so it seems like you're
Yeah.
safe from homicide for like a foreseeable future.
For now. Yeah, statistically. But then I'm very likely to get cancer or like get in a car crash. I think if we click through unintentional injury, it tells you is it motor vehicle traffic, poisoning, fall, getting hit by a car.
This is in the US, right? Oh,
yeah,
California.
This is specifically California too. So it's like very drilled down. But the heart disease thing, yeah, that does bother me that it's on there. The other possible reason I'm thinking is like just a few misreporting of ICD-10 codes would skew this data too.
Well, according to this MarketWatch article, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the US among both men and women, killing 1 in 4 people.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can see that once you're above 65,
like your group of friends,
disease.
there'll probably be like 2 or 3 people who are gonna die of heart disease.
Yeah, so we should prevent it. How to prevent
Honey ritual.
heart disease?
This is where you come in with your sponsor.
No, she'll get fined by the FDA.
Exactly. I do not make such a claim. But I think that if you take time out to look after yourself, that will be good for, being healthier overall.
You have to drink
and
honey
heart disease
ritual.
is less healthy. Oh, I like how you guys cue me to just mention my own product. Fail. But yeah, okay, so apparently the strategies to prevent heart disease, according to Mayo Clinic. Number 1, don't smoke or use tobacco. Staring at George.
It's okay.
Good job, Singer. Good job.
I've been thinking about starting again though.
What?
But I haven't. I mean, the important thing is I haven't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay to think about it,
I guess so.
Yes, that's true.
I mean,
Plus, remember, you need to have one thing to be holier than thou about. You can be like, at least I'm better than George in this one way.
Dude, he's better than me in like so many ways.
No, I think like not smoking is better. It's a choice.
My dad says in chat, amen to that.
Oh.
Oh.
He's been sending me a lot of anti-smoking vaping articles.
Really?
Yeah.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Isn't that somewhat hypocritical? Didn't he used to smoke a lot? Sorry, uncle. I'm like airing your dirty laundry.
He quit already, so.
Oh, he quit! Oh, congratulations. Well, I mean, like, that's very impressive to quit at an
His son's not a quitter.
Don't say old. Very impressive. Okay, so number 2 is aim at 30 to 60 minutes of activity daily. I haven't been doing that very well these few days.
What sort of activity?
I think they want you to be at a brisk pace of vigorous activity. So either you're gonna
jerking
walk
off.
for yes, if it gets your heart rate up, and you can
If you
keep
do
it
it for
up
like an hour,
for
60 minutes.
150 minutes.
Smoking increases my heart rate.
Yeah, so usually exercise induced heart rate increase only, not your heart is dying to pump because you're decreasing the overall oxygenation level of your body weight. Yeah. So and then eat a heart healthy diet. I don't know. Like less of the delicious stuff. No salt, sugar, blah blah blah, alcohol. Oh, maintain a healthy weight. Boo. Okay. So BMI 25 or higher is what they're saying. But I think that's pretty arbitrary.
25 or higher, shouldn't it be lower? No?
Oh, sorry. It's considered overweight. So then you
right.
want to be like lower than that.
Well, you can't be too low either, right?
I don't think we're at risk of that so much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, reducing your weight by just 3 to 5% can help decrease certain fats in your blood.
3 to 5%.
5, yeah.
Let's see. I am like 72 times 0.95. 68 kg. So I have to lose 4 kg. But then once I'm 68, I should lose more, right? Until I'm nothing.
That's why you. I mean, that's why you measure using BMI, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think ideally we'll all measure body fat percentage, but the scales are never really that accurate.
Are you at a healthy BMI? Since you're the one that works out the most among us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay, but that's why I don't go by it because I don't feel it's a good measure for someone like me.
Why?
Because it's very wide range.
My BMI is 23.5. This is considered normal.
Yeah, I mean, like at your age and whatever, isn't there like a range?
Yeah, let me tell you what my like annoying Chinese scale says. Yeah, so I'm at 24.3. So I'm like, but then
George is lower than you.
Of course. Like my scale says that what like normal is 18.5 to 25. So I am pushing it. And then like my body fat percentage, like it gives me 21 to 35 as normal, and I'm like at 33.5. So that's what I want to decrease.
Oh.
And then muscle mass, I'm high. I'm at like 60.7%, and then the upper range is normally 56.7.
Wow.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
And I have a lot of bone. I'm at 3.9% bone, which is the higher.
How does it count your bone?
I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like I'm just rattling all these numbers. No idea. I could be making shit up, and I wouldn't know the difference. That's the thing with these Chinese scales. I'm just like, okay, I can see you using like conductance to measure body fat based on the amount of water maybe in my body, but no, I have no idea.
No, but then yeah, so like someone said like those scales might not be accurate, but if you just keep using the same one, then you know you can at least get the consistent readings based on it, you know.
Yes, and I feel like this one has been better than my old one, which was not even consistent. Like the old one had problems. So yeah, I got this new one. It's by Anchor. You know the battery people.
Oh,
right. Anchor,
the battery pack. Yeah, so they all now have a lifestyle brand called Eufy.
I didn't even know it was a Chinese brand.
I don't know. I think the people are actually based in California or something, but they do a pretty good job with QC, so I do like that.
Like Satechi and Anchor are pretty good.
Oh, it is from Shenzhen. Anchor.
Oh, it's from Shenzhen.
Yeah, Shenzhen.
Why do I get the impression that they have something to do with California?
I mean, the name is so American. At least when I have first heard it, Anchor.
Oh no, but it's founded by someone who was an engineer at Google.
Founded Stephen Yang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, following
So
your
it's like an
stint.
ABC person who went back to China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anchor brand China.
In early 2012, Anchor Innovations hired Zhao Dongping, Google's then head of sales in China. Then they switched the focus from replacement laptop
Satechi?
batteries to smartphone battery chargers and wall chargers. Who?
Satechi.
Satechi? What? How do you spell?
It's another brand like Anchor. SATECHI.
TECHI.
I've never heard of that. That sounded like a founder of Bitcoin or something.
Oh, they do all these like mobile phone accessories and stuff too.
Oh, right.
Are you sure?
It's a
not listed in
consumer
the-
electronics brand in San Diego, California.
But it's
Oh,
nothing
so
to
maybe
do
you were
with
thinking of
Anchor,
Satechi.
right?
No, they make similar-ish kind of products.
I feel it's like a rebranded OEM.
Yeah. So I feel like Anchor, at least they do their own
About
QC
this.
or something, where the quality of the product is usually higher.
The Satechi
No.
stuff
Yeah.
looks nice though.
The name is terrible, satay. I'm like, is this like satay? Like you can eat it? Like what's going on?
Seichi.
Oh, satechi. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, this stuff doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
But it
I
could
use a
easily
box like
be
that.
like OEM stuff that's rebranded though.
Oh,
I mean, I have no idea.
Well-
I'm just saying. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I buy a lot of Anchor sub-brand stuff, but I remember I tried their Soundcore headphones, like the earbuds.
Oh, okay.
They were
And-
terrible.
Oh.
I do not get those. And I feel okay. This is the one time where Jim's review room let me down because he was like, "These are not bad." I tried it, and I was like, "No, they're really bad."
Why was it
I
bad
bought
to
their.
you?
Yeah.
Maybe my
why was it
expectations
bad?
were too high.
Oh,
I mean, they were like those like $30-something price range,
Okay.
Bluetooth true wireless headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were quite bulky.
I mean, to be
They were,
fair, like, do you really expect that much from like a $30 pair of headphones?
well, I have another pair by some other random Chinese brand that's so much better, and
Huh.
it's even
Oh.
smaller.
Okay.
So actually, I was gonna replace it with like, oh, I thought Anchor will make a better product, and then I was like, no, these are somehow shittier, and then I turned it. So I would say I'm not sure about their Soundcore products. But yeah, the scale is from Eufy, which is one of their sub brands, or Eufy. I don't know how it's actually pronounced.
Speaking of, did
I
you
bought
get
their-
your like spiky mat yet?
Oh, I did. Did I talk about it?
No, you didn't. I mean, you told us you ordered it last episode, but
Oh, I mean, it's okay. So I like filmed myself lying on it. Sorry, it's on this other service called Marco Polo because I don't have a copy of the video. But like it's at first I tried with clothes on and I was like, oh, I don't feel anything. And I just wore like just a t-shirt and tried it.
yeah.
And it's not like it's painful. It's more like it's really itchy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my friend was like, no, you gotta like do it naked. And then of course I didn't
What?
film that. She's like,
I don't think that's how you
no,
use it.
on your bare skin.
You have to release that on your
That's my
OnlyFans.
Yeah, so that's only on my OnlyFans / Cameo, whatever. But I haven't tried it since because I think it doesn't really work unless I have active pain. Because if I'm just like normal and I just try it, I don't feel like it's that beneficial. But maybe if I have pain somewhere, it might benefit because I'm like so distracted. Feeling
Yeah.
or something.
I'd
So I
imagine
didn't
that's how
return
it would
because I'm
work.
waiting for my
Pain
I'm
to
waiting
come
for my
back.
next backache. Yeah. So I'm all set. Yeah,
Purposely
yeah.
sleep
So,
poorly.
Exactly. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's the other heart disease prevention thing is get good quality sleep.
Uh-huh.
So related to that, I ordered the Oura Ring, which is like a fitness tracker that's based on the ring shape. So I don't even have it yet because what they do is first they send you this box, right? And it's got like different size rings on it.
Okay.
And you gotta fit yourself first, and then they send you the ring.
Wow.
So
Yeah, what's
and then
that
it
already?
measures-
Sorry.
It's called Oura Ring, Oura. I'm sure you've written about it. Like,
Yeah. What's the topic?
Oura Ring.
So, yeah.
Aura.
I don't know
Aura.
how you pronounce it.
Oh, there's a.
Know why you feel
they-
how you feel.
Hmm.
It's like
they
a
said,
mood ring.
No, they wanted to use it to test for like COVID.
COVID, yeah, because it's the
Yeah.
only fitness monitor that does body temperature. Because the Apple Watch doesn't do that, and there's a correlation between COVID and body temperature, obviously, because you get a fever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, but recently they said the Apple Watch can detect for it too.
Oh, really? The newest generation?
No, is it the newest one? Basically it uses okay, I don't know how accurate it was, but they claim that it's possible. So they use your heart rate variation.
Mm-hmm.
So like apparently if you have very steady variation, like doesn't vary too much, it could be like a sign that your body is
Yes.
fighting off an infection lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I already have a HRV monitor that I bought. Okay, so I have so many of these stupid gadgets, right? So, like, and then for a while, I was like playing around with it because I was like, oh no, my HRV is too steady. I need it to be more variable.
Oh.
And then like there's certain like breathing techniques you can do to like improve your HRV. But then the thing is, it's like it's kind of inconvenient because it's almost like a clipping your finger thing, and then you got to be still. And I'm just like, oh, this is not very practical. So that's
you
why
get
I
a
was like, I got
smartwatch.
the ring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess
But
the
I
ring
don't
works
know.
too.
I'm very torn whether like the ring is a good purchase versus an Apple Watch or not. I think I just don't like wearing wristwatches very much. But I don't know. Like maybe I'm like one generation behind by getting the Oura Ring.
So
What
do you
do
wear
you
your
think?
watch to
Yeah,
sleep?
The tech writer.
No, it's not really a battery issue. It's like I don't know. It's very very annoying to feel something on my wrist when I'm trying to sleep. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it, but I feel I would accidentally hit the wall or whatever when I'm sleeping.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Do you have an Apple Watch, George?
No, I mean I have a Galaxy Watch.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool,
Ugh.
but I don't wear it to sleep.
Ugh.
I know, right? I feel that way too. Now I'm very ashamed of my Android phone.
What?
Let me back into the walled garden.
No.
Ooh.
My smartwatch
Yeah.
needs to be charged once a week.
So yeah, I
It's
thought
okay,
like,
I
you
mean,
know,
like,
a
if you
ring,
take your
I'm more
watch
likely
off
to
at
wear it
night-
to sleep.
Really?
What?
Compared to a watch, for sure. A watch, I don't even like to wear it during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I only
Yeah,
wear
but
mine
the
when I go
downside
out.
is you cannot. Yeah, the downside is that I cannot wear the ring while I'm lifting and doing exercise like that.
Yeah, it would break.
They don't recommend you to scratch it up.
Hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, I'll
but
give it
but
a,
then
a
like
play.
wait, what else can it do besides? Does it measure heart rate too?
Yes. And then, okay,
Oh.
it claims, okay, so one of the marketing things it does is go, you know, when a doctor measures your heart rate, what do they do it from? Oh, interesting. Why is it from your finger and never from your wrist? Oh, it's because it's not very accurate from your wrist. So they're trying to diss the Apple Watch that way. I think the logic is that the blood vessel is probably more like visible, just because your skin is thinner in your fingers, right? So therefore, you get a more accurate reading that way. Maybe I'm not actually completely sure. And I think I have friends who have both the Apple Watch and the
I
ring.
thought it was like
and
the
if you
Chinese
measure
doctors who take
across-
readings on your wrist.
That is true. Maybe it's just a very racist comparison. Now that you pointed out this flaw.
Is this even a Chinese brand? Aura.
No, it's
About
not.
us.
But like, Singyup's
I
point is
know.
very well taken by me.
No, but like that's the only time I get measured on my wrist when I go to a Chinese doctor. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ba damang. Yeah. I can see how
Huh.
without like in ancient times without any technology, the wrist is the only place you can feel it.
Then when did they
Right, 'cause
discover
you
the
can-
neck one? Like your pulse on your neck.
I don't know.
I don't even know if I've
We
ever
need
had
a
my
Chinese
pulse
doctor to
measured
ask this question.
by a doctor. Like
When
the
you
most
go
is
to
a
doctor-
stethoscope. He puts it and then he listens.
But it's not to measure your heart rate.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
when you go to doctors, did they give you like blood pressure tests?
Blood pressure. Oh yeah, blood pressure tests would
With the
be
cuff.
Yeah,
the thing around your arm.
So
right?
when they
And-
do that, it also measures your heart rate.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
but that's not my finger.
Yeah. Oh, you mean through your finger specifically?
Yeah. Oh well,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess when you're in the hospital, right? Then they clamp that thing. Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
I only ever seen it in
For
movies, but then
continuous
okay.
monitoring.
I don't
Yeah.
even think I've got that done before. Maybe I have. I don't remember. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good point.
Well, I need to look into their data then, because they publish their data, which is kind of nice, and they tell you, oh, we met our device against ECG, which is the gold standard for heart rate, and then they go blah blah blah. But I think I have
You know
friends
the
who own,
difference
like,
though between like a ECG and like a heart rate monitor?
a heart rate monitor. What kind of heart rate monitor?
Like you know, like the new Apple Watch has like a ECG and a heart rate monitor.
Yeah.
So like, what's the difference?
Oh, for the HRV thing?
I'm not sure. I mean, like, it's a new thing, right? The ECG.
On Apple Watch. I don't know because I don't have one. Let's see here. Similar to a single lead electrocardiogram. ECG. I don't know. I feel like they all use this like marketing speak where they say similar to an ECG or it's like an ECG. So I don't know. I think like this is definitely getting outside of my comfort zone of data I know. And but I definitely have friends who like own like every single gadget there is, and then they can compare across each other.
Yeah.
And I think they often say that none of them match really. So you have to take it with a grain of salt anyway.
Yeah, that's
But-
why like if you just keep using the same one, then at the very least you can measure it against itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
assuming it's accurate in the first place, lah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Well,
mean, that's not the point, right? Like, it doesn't have to be. I guess it depends what you really want from it. Like, if you're using it for like medical purpose and you need it to be accurate, then obviously that matters. But you know, like Kristen's weighing scale, like the BMI or the body fat could be off. But then, you know, if you keep using it every day and you see the numbers like going down, whatever, then you're like, oh, at least it's consistent with this scale.
Oh, sorry. I guess I meant precision. Precise, yeah. Assuming it's precise.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the best way is probably to own every gadget there is and get an average. Because they are probably all a little off. But yeah. So actually, I had my second shot earlier this week. So
Oh yeah.
and then like I got a very classic symptom. So like I was fine, and then 18 hours later I had a fever. So then I was down for the evening.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, my Oura Ring didn't come on time, so I couldn't.
Are you better now?
In fact, like, yeah, I think I'm better. Like, I still had a low grade fever like the next day. Actually, I have a very like Yuhan owns like a Braun like in ear temperature thermometer thingy, and it's like pretty nice. It's very old tech. And like I was able to measure myself in both ears, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm at like in like 38 degrees or whatever. So I wasn't like a big temperature jump or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I definitely felt like super like cold and then super hot. But yeah, I was hoping I could get the Oura Ring and get some data for that. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it'll be fun to have another measuring thingy and to make some graphs. improve my sleep.
Would
I'm
you
pretty
put
sure I'm not like
no? Would you put all these graphs online?
to share with everyone.
Yeah.
I'll probably share with you guys. I'm not sure how to share. Mostly not because I'm anything even privacy related. It's more like so boring for most people to see other people's graphs. It's like telling other people your dreams. Are you sure? Interesting to you.
Sometimes it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's also fun to tell people, I dreamt about you last
Yeah. You were there with someone in some place that I can't remember, and you were doing that thing that I forgot about, but it was really funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why are dreams so hard to like recollect?
I don't know. Does the Galaxy do any body measuring thing?
Yeah, just the standard stuff like heart rate, steps, a sleep tracker, but I don't wear it to sleep. Yeah, I mean the usual stuff you expect.
Actually, I think like there are probably sleep tracking apps on your phone anyway.
That's if you, I mean, sleep with your phone on your bed, right?
No, so there used to be an app that required you to do that. But then I think they updated it. I think Apple also so now it measures your uses your microphone.
Okay.
So it measures like the sounds that you make.
Yeah, I always like had a fear of those apps like that record your sleep sounds.
Yeah.
Like what if you play back and then there's some freaky shit?
Yeah, some Asian in India is decoding and figuring out what's going on. So no thanks. I don't like any of the microphone on ones either. But do you like look at your heart rate and go, oh, like I was very stressed out this time or something like that?
No, I don't.
I think you look at it when I exercise, and when I'm done exercising to see like how fast I recover. Yeah.
Okay.
But I do like
the
reminders, like they say, oh, it's time to get up and move around.
Oh yeah.
And then I know it's time to go for a smoke.
It's so terrible. You're taking like a healthy reminder and turn it into like a super unhealthy thing. What the heck?
I mean, like when I'm in the office and you have to walk around, like that's not.
So I do wonder about that, right? Because there is healthy that you smokers get to go out and go outside and breathe some fresh air while you inhale bad air.
Clear your mind.
Man, because I think for a while when I first got this Clippy thingy, I was obsessed with like I'm gonna measure my HRV every morning. So I did that for a while, and there was a correlation where it tells me I'm feeling crappy. I do feel crappy, but then I wasn't sure whether it's the other way around.
I mean, I guess that's why
I needed more like constant data.
That's how people feel about horoscopes, right? Like if it says, "Oh, you're gonna have a good day," then you'll feel positive, and then you will have a good day. Yeah. And vice versa.
So maybe we should make like a fake.
It depends how you use the horoscopes, right? Like if I use it at the start of the day to predict how my day goes, then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a shitty day today. Then I feel bad,
it's gonna ruin your mood, and then your day will be ruined.
No, so like if I don't use it that way, then it's fine.
Well, what I don't know.
Such a Sagittarius thing for you to do.
Exactly.
Like you only use it in a way that you feel will benefit you, like, or it's convenient.
We should make up our own horoscope / health tracker where it only tells you positive.
I don't know how do you use it to benefit you.
Like if it says you have a good day, or it says take some chances today, and then in your mind, like, oh, horoscope said do this, and then you'll take some chances.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's not how I use it, lah.
Oh.
Or like it says, oh, don't do risky things today, and then then you won't do anything risky that day, Stuff like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's how people do it.
Well, let's look up our horoscope for today then. Astrology.
I guess it's like to a certain extent it's true. Like if you want to do something, you've been thinking about it, and then the horoscope says, like, oh, you should take a what the month of April is good for you to take chances.
Yeah.
Then you could be like, oh, this could be the push that I needed.
Singyip's birthday.
I'm a Libra.
I'm double checking that you're Libra. I think I was.
My dad said, "Don't believe the horoscopes. Believe in the one who created the stars." One in a capital O.
But then he created the horoscopes too.
He created men who created the horoscopes.
Oh gosh, that's so terrible.
We are extensions of him.
I think the issue with horoscope is like every single website, like anyone can just pick it up. Like,
and everyone is different.
I don't even know which website.
Actually,
exactly.
Right? Actually, I don't know, right? I thought about this the other day. Where, what if? Because when you read horoscopes, you always jump to your horoscope, right? And then you read your horoscope, and then you think like, oh, it's so unique, But like, have you actually like read the whole thing, even though it's not yours? So for all you know, like they could all be the same. It's just that people don't bother reading.
I mean, usually you'll read the ones like yours and people right? Horoscopes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they could be all written in such a way where it's like written differently, but somehow it means the same thing,
I mean, the other way to interpret it is to like don't believe it, but be like think about these things, like for the day.
Yeah, that's my general approach. Is just think about it. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah. So do you guys like grow up or maybe still have like those Chinese calendars that say like what you can do every day? Like
no, we used to have. You mean like that super big book?
Yeah, the super big book, and then it says like 7 days for marriage or moving or don't move. Like,
no, I don't have that.
You never grew up with that? Because I always wondered, are those?
I used to have one hanging by my kitchen door in my old house.
So do they all have the same source, and are they all the same, or are they actually different, like horoscopes?
I don't know. I never read it. I just know it was hanging in the door.
Chinese, what do you call that kind of calendar?
Horoscope calendar? I don't know.
It's because it's not a horoscope. It's like
the Book of Life.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't know. Oh no, it's called the Chinese almanac.
Oh, almanac. Yeah. You're right. Today.
What is
this also has the same problem of like 1,000 websites where they tell you different things.
Exactly.
An annual calendar containing important dates and statistical information.
Oh.
Well, statistics, you can't argue with it.
Yeah. And this one tells
I bet that refers to the non-Chinese almanac definition.
Yeah.
Well, for me... Oh no, today's a bad day for me.
Why?
I knew it.
Oh, today's a good day for me? I didn't feel like a very good day. It felt like a regular day. I guess it's not a bad thing, right? If it's like nothing bad happens, it's considered a good day.
This is so... now I'm gonna look at the code. How is this generated?
Ox.
Well, I got more work done today.
I'm good.
So I guess it's a good day for work.
If I was more determined, I would look into the code and whether it's a random number generator.
It probably is. I mean, you can come up with one of these websites, right? Just create a database, put in all the variables.
And they have auspicious and inauspicious hour. What's that mean?
Good luck hours and bad luck hours.
Also, for me, average means it's neither, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that means 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. is like a average hour. Which is when I'm sleeping, so I guess I'm not getting a heart attack in my sleep. It's an average night's sleep.
Oh yeah, and then like if any one of us die, we're gonna say we all died peacefully, right?
Yeah. Died of natural causes.
Wow, it's very bad for dog, horse, and pigs tonight.
Sorry, guys. You get those ears. Yeah, no, this is just terrible. This is like a rabbit hole. BS.
And I mean, what time zone is this in? You know, didn't even say.
Mm.
Oh, I think the luck gods will adjust to your local time zone.
Is it GMT? God mean time.
That's annoying. Then you have to look up every time zone to your time zone. I think this is I don't know. I guess
Let's look
since
at where's the link to this website? What do you look for?
Oh gee, I
The
closed it
one
already.
I got is Dragon Gate.
Oh, okay.
I think I looked at
Oh, it is the
Chinese.
same one.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's the same one. It's the same one, Dragon Gate, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that
see.
has a very
It was
good
a good
SEO.
day.
No, I didn't even click on the first result though. It was like the second result or something.
Oh, when I googled Chinese almanac, that was the first one that came up.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Tomorrow's a good day for me and George.
Uh-huh.
It's the average for you, I guess.
Every day is
You're
good
tiger,
if you
right?
want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the average day. Oh, but it's very
Fine.
good for you at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
So I gotta like wake up to enjoy my good hour and then go back to sleep. No man, can you imagine someone who lives and dies by? I think that's a good story prompt, writing prompt. Someone who lives and dies by.
The
Oh,
horoscope.
No, I
Auspicious
think
calendars.
that's pretty much the entire story already.
I'm sure there's a story, right? Already? I don't know.
I'm sure
Tomorrow's
this
a good day. Tomorrow's a good day for marriage.
Yeah.
See.
Livestock
But I mean, a
intake.
lot of
What's
people
that
do
mean?
that, right? Before, like for like major events, like marriages and stuff, people often consult these calendars because they're like, well, if I can choose a date, I want to at least choose a lucky date.
You think that's what they use this thing to refer to?
Not this website, I don't think. Usually, it's like their uncle or auntie has some teller who does it like by their own little thing, right?
I don't know.
So tomorrow's tip of the day is to perhaps you should make it a point to meet someone new every week.
I mean, that's a good tip overall, I guess.
How come your tip is different from
not
mine?
during COVID.
Oh, you press tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, today is think of what you will. What? Think of what you will think of today, 10 years from now.
No, that's my tip is different too.
Oh, see?
Let's
It's not
generate a
even
new
consistent in the site.
No, but your forecast of the day and auspicious hour is same.
Okay, it says
Weird.
the time here, 11 p.m. So it's adjusted to local mean time.
Oh,
On the
okay.
top
So
left.
ours
yeah.
is 3 a.m. For you tomorrow. For you, 3 a.m. What time is that? 3 a.m.
It's okay.
Malaysian
It's okay.
time.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Okay. So anyway, the other things for health disease to get, heart disease, to improve that is to get regular health screenings. So measure blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and type 2 diabetes. So I'll essentially get a blood work panel, which I think is very helpful because it gives warning signs a little earlier.
Yeah, it's sure. Like it's helpful, but then at the same time it's a bit nerve-wracking though.
Yeah. Well, it's to scare you into doing something healthy, I guess.
No, I mean like last time when I did it, I think it was like a couple of years ago. Like before I went, I was like, for sure, like I'm gonna come back with like terrible results, right? But then like surprisingly, it wasn't as bad as I thought, lah.
Okay.
Like everything seemed to be functioning fine, you know. Like obviously, like cholesterol was a bit high, sugar was a bit high, but nothing alarming, you know. So I was like quite pleasantly surprised. But I mean, in between, it was like, oh shit, you know. What if I go back and then she tells me I have cancer? You know?
Well, yeah, that's the point, I think. Like, for example, like Yuhan's super healthy and is like super skinny, right? But her blood sugar sucks. So I think it helps people who are like too high.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like her regulation is like off, and you can tell because she's angry very easily. Like moody when she doesn't eat. So like,
so I think like in the background. I don't get angry easily. What are you talking about?
She's not
what are you telling your friends?
She went fishing. So I know she's not gonna listen to this. So I'm safe. But yeah, like I think it helps for people who are like look and very healthy to realize that something might be off. Because I think they just never learn to eat healthy. Because you can eat garbage, like, and still be fine. But actually, she's not fine in the long run. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I should go back and get a test. Last time I did was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing to do either, especially with the American insurance system where I never know giant bill. That's the financial toxicity I have to
Why?
deal
I mean,
with.
isn't it standard? Like, isn't there like a standard price for these kind of like checkups?
Screening? Yeah, so the screening is fine, but just like you, I'm instead of me getting scared of being sick, my secondary loss is being sick and having to pay for it. so I feel like it's not even the fear of the bad health, it's the fear of like going to the doctor, having to go to the doctor again and again. Or like expensive prescription medicine.
But you have insurance, right?
Yeah, you have to. Or else you get penalized now.
Well, how do you know if you have insurance?
How do you know?
No, like who's gonna penalize you?
Maybe the IRS or something. Penalty for no, because like I have to report to when I pay taxes.
Oh, like whether you have insurance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But not everyone can afford insurance, right?
Yeah. So if you're below certain income, I think you get either subsidized or like you get access.
So like you
you get access to.
Then you can't afford medical care.
There's like government level medical support.
Okay.
Oh,
but it's like pretty crappy. So ideally you don't go on it.
Why is it crappy?
Because then like a lot of times these like insurance, I'm speaking out of my ass. I haven't looked up every single drug, but like oftentimes like with the crappier insurance, that means that for example there is like several drugs you can choose. They'll say, oh no, you have to try the cheaper drug first before you're allowed to try the expensive drug, even though it might not be the best drug for you. Okay. Like the doctor doesn't get to make this key decision anymore because he has to deal with insurance companies. Yeah. And that's the whole controversy, is that like in terms of like public health, maybe you're decreasing costs, but on the individual level, you don't get the best care.
That's like kind of similar to Malaysia, where you have to go if you want to go through the government hospital, you have to go through like several layers before you get to where you need to be, apparently. Yeah.
Right.
So like my friend, he had an appendicitis, but it wasn't like serious enough yet. So he was told to go to the GP and then told to come back if it gets worse. So it's not like, oh shit, you have appendicitis and we're gonna admit you now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope your friend got better.
Yeah, he only paid like $20 for the operation.
Oh wow, what a deal!
Yeah, including like an overnight stay, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's a real deal.
Yeah. I mean, so like it's a bit slow.
But
Malaysian public healthcare is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If you don't mind waiting, if it's nothing like particularly urgent, or if you can't afford it, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And then like my dad was treated in Sunway for his cancer and he got better. Yeah. Like, and he's like, the doctor there is like one of the best in the world, I think. Like, and he looks after.
But Sunway is not government, right? It's private, right?
Yeah, it's private. But I'm just saying that a lot of people think that like Malaysia is like a dinky country and doesn't have good healthcare or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like that. I feel bad. I had that impression too. I was like, oh no, like I hope that
poor Andrew.
yeah, exactly. Like there's this impression that Singapore is better, right? But I don't think it's actually true anymore. I think Malaysia has just good healthcare. So I'm like very proud, Malaysia boleh.
Yeah, when I had like the viral fever, I had to go to the hospital like every day to get blood tested. And then all I had to do was pay like $2 or $3 for registration. Yeah, that's all. Like, I'm pretty sure if I went to like private, it'd be like 100 ringgit each time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the downside I had to like wait 2 hours, but then it's fine.
Yeah, 2 hours or a few hundred ringgit, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys know when approximately you might be getting vaccine soon?
They said they're beginning phase 2, which is for older people and people at risk. That's supposed to be starting this month.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that is it our turn? Phase 3? Is it our turn? Are we phase 4?
No idea, man.
Malaysia, phase
I haven't been like following dates or whatever.
phase 3.
I'll just go when I'm
so
alerted.
okay, so we
Mhm.
are Malaysia says vaccination will be done in 3 phases. So I guess we are third
Mhm.
phase then. Yeah. Third phase of the program will involve adults aged 18 and above. So it's supposed to
Mhm.
kick off from May to February next year and run concurrently with the second phase.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Okay. So, and then what kind of vaccines are you guys gonna get?
So I don't know if it's true, but then because I was curious too, like how they're going to distribute the vaccine, like who gets AstraZeneca, who gets Pfizer, and all that,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So a friend said that maybe like they keep the Pfizer one for KL or Selangor because like we have more
Oh.
facilities here to keep it cold, right?
Oh. Oh.
And
I
then
had
like
I had a
they
very bad interpretation.
oh no, and then they use the less transport sensitive vaccines for like the more
Uh-huh.
outer parts
Oh,
of
okay,
Malaysia.
okay.
I mean, that's what I heard.
That's
I don't
good.
know. I don't know how to
Okay.
decide either.
I totally had a different explanation for that.
Well, according to this like vaccination map in
Mhm.
I
Malaysia,
mean, you're assuming that the Pfizer one is better.
only
Well, I don't know. A
1.1%
lot
of
of people
the
don't like the AstraZeneca.
population are vaccinated at this point.
The world.
No, Malaysia.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like only the doctors, the frontliners got it. What so
Yeah.
far?
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty sure like they don't make up like 50% of Malaysia.
They've given out 893,000 doses already.
Oh, that's
But
pretty
apparently,
good.
like our sign up rates are really bad.
Really? I guess tons
Yeah,
of people
like
don't even use the app, man.
like
Mm.
Are there any other ways
only
to get like sign up for it?
yeah there are.
Yeah.
I think like they said 7 million or something only sign up so far. So
Well,
that's
yeah,
about
and
like
older people like my
a third
parents
of
won't
the
know how to do that.
population. Yeah, that's why the app lets people like us, the younger people, to sign up
Do it
on
for us.
behalf of our parents. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, good luck. I hope you get the good one or whatever
Hopefully I
that
get
is
some
defined
like
as.
mutant powers.
I know my internet's still quite crappy. 5G.
Sorry, you got cut off.
Oh, ironically, I was mentioning my internet's bad.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
So maybe that's why I feel like this interference since I got my 5G installed.
Maybe. Bill Gates is tracking you now.
Yeah. No, and then like there's like okay, this is again not true news, not spreading fake news, but then like some people say that like oh it's not as effective in Asian people for the Pfizer one. So I was quickly looking it up and I was like no, it's more like there's no good data on it because their clinical trial didn't have a lot of Asian people or something.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I'm hoping it's still effective.
maybe like Asian people need Asian vaccines, like the China one.
You need a 保仔yin.
Both are in.
What?
Yeah.
The diarrhea pills.
You know those little brown pills in the
Yeah, I know.
cylinder? It's a cure for
But
everything.
the other one I think is more effective. That comes in a packet. I'm forgetting what it's called all of a
Isn't
sudden.
it 保仔yin as well? It comes
There's
in
another
two
brand. There's another
forms.
brand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That I had. I took that when I was dying of diarrhea in LA after eating like a grow your own food.
Yeah.
And I undercooked the shrimp. Never undercooked the shrimp in a grow your own situation.
Huh.
And then I was just like spewing from both ends. And then I took like there's something like Yuan, but another brand, but very similar, and immediately it stopped. And I was like, Chinese medicine totally works. Because I really was just dying.
That's the
Or
thing,
should I-
right?
There are some Chinese medicines that I feel like are very underrated and underappreciated.
Yeah, I know, right?
But the thing is, like, you don't know that maybe your body was already about to like stop having diarrhea.
I don't know. It's so
It's a
coincidental.
coincidence,
though. It's
yeah.
like so
I-
bad, and then like suddenly it stopped. I don't know. I'm willing to try it again to prove that it works.
For me, I think one of the worst diarrhea I had was like when I was in Thailand for work, and then I made instant noodles because we had a kettle,
Oh
right?
no!
I
You
used
used the
tap water, yeah, and then I made instant noodles with it, and I had diarrhea nonstop for like 3 to 4 days.
Actually, do I do that? Because sometimes when I'm in a hotel and then I make tea or coffee,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not sure where I get the water from.
From a water bottle, probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Or maybe some hotels have cleaner pipes. I'm not sure. But yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was so bad. I felt like I was dying. Had to run to the toilet so often. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
No.
that's a
Careful
good
you
thing
don't
about
get-
modern day.
You don't get hemorrhoids.
Man, I still have fear. I still have like pooping anxiety. Very fast, just in case.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should do our writing prompt. I think we're running quite long
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Okay, we can start.
Okay, I stopped writing notes. Oops.
I
I
put
didn't
up.
publish.
Oh, you published it on Twitter.
I mean, you put it on my blog. But never mind.
You want to read it?
No.
Yes, you should.
Why?
This is the
the author.
Why?
Poetry Slam edition.
No.
Yeah.
No. Poetry slam or Adam's Family? Unclear.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Which is such a good show. Super underrated.
Alright, fine. I'll read.
Yeah.
Oh, but mine's so
Yeah.
long. Kristen's one's so short.
It's fine.
Ah.
So the
How
thing
are
is,
yours?
like, I want to hear how you read it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't write it with a tone in mind though. Okay, so anyway, this is a writing prompt we did for NPR poetry. So apparently April is a poetry month.
Yeah.
So this is my poem. It's an ode to chicken rice. So, hello. Breast, thigh, small, short grunt. Drumstick, please, I ask. No more lah. Small shrug. Thigh. Thigh, please. Hold on, yeah? Raise, stew, dal, tuts. Chop, chop, chop. That's all? Yes. Hainanese chicken rice.
I
Hey,
love
those
it.
are snap. Yeah.
So, like, when I first
So-
read it, like, at the
Uh-huh.
start, I thought you
I thought it was
were.
a dirty.
Yeah, right? I thought it was innuendo. Like, it was meant
Me
to
too.
be sexual, and then you, like, trying to throw us off at the end. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you have that in mind, or?
no.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We're just
man, if
filthy.
I was like a literature like critic. Yes, he's describing the sexual experience that we have with food.
Well, I mean, like,
That's what they were going
you
for.
can interpret it however you want, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, initially, like, that was my first impression. Especially when you do, like, small, short grunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it's more
Is this
like,
based on true experience?
I mean, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No,
I
usually
mean-
I go there and then I just tell them what I want already.
Yeah, I
They
know.
never have to ask.
I feel like I've never been asked an uncle whether I want breast or thigh. That's why-
Really?
like,
I get
thought
asked
it was
that all
very
the time if I don't specify the
Oh,
part.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
I guess it depends on
I
the
always
shop.
feel like
yeah.
I always feel like they like it if you don't ask, cause then they can just give you all the shitty parts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least at the one I go to,
definitely
they do
specify.
ask.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. What's your favorite
Do-
part?
And thigh.
Thai?
Yeah.
Breast meats.
Really?
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
doing breasts
Because,
recently.
Because chicken rice usually when they cook the chicken is still very juicy.
Mm.
So it's never dry or chewy. And then
Mhm.
there's always no bones, so it's like easier to eat.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like it because it's easier to eat. Like, don't have to like stop
Oh.
halfway to take out bones.
Because I always
Yeah.
thought that like wouldn't these chicken chicken rice places end up with lots of breasts left over because people in Asia prefer dark meat. But I
Really?
guess it's not true.
I think
'cause
that's
you guys are
true.
already at the
I don't
point.
know.
No, I think that's still pretty true.
I mean, as a kid, I liked the
Mm.
drumstick lah, but you know,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, I
'cause-
don't know. I've always been asking for breast meat for like the longest time
Oh
ever.
no! For me, when I was younger, I always take drumstick, cause it's like
Oh.
the
Yeah, me
funnest
too.
part, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wave it around. But I
Okay.
feel like thigh to me is like the bonus of the fattiness with like less bone than a drumstick, and it's more tender than a drumstick to me.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean
honest,
they're
like, most
all
of the time I'm
nice. They're
shy
all
and
nice
say,
cuts. They're all nice cuts, but then
yeah.
yeah.
Chinese chicken rice is so good.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no. I okay for chicken rice. I don't like the chicken wing.
Oh yeah, me neither. It's too.
I guess if
bony.
it's
And
roasted,
then, like,
it's
the
fine.
part.
Like,
Yeah,
it's better.
like the
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
one on a grill, and they give you the calamansi lime chili sauce to dip into.
Oh, so yeah,
I could eat a million of those.
for this like poem, I was
Mhm.
like, I don't even notice, but I was trying to do like a increasing word count with every line, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I
Oh.
go back.
3, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that is so cool.
Technique.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was
I-
a technique. I was just like googling like poetry structure and form.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, maybe I should try this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't notice until you pointed it out.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
just
guess
like
I subconsciously was like, yeah.
I mean, I didn't know it was on purpose. Like,
Mm.
Oh.
yeah.
Me too. I thought it was a good way to break up the rhythm. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that it was actually consistent throughout.
Hmm.
Well, very good job. Snap, snap, snap.
Edmund snapped too.
Oh.
Okay. Next we have Kristen.
Yes. So this one is it's a haiku. Early sakura sirens the climate crisis. Hypnotic beauty. And then I put this cherry blossom emoji, the siren emoji,
The mermaid.
the mermaid emoji. They really spell it out. I can't get it. It's just so like insulting everyone's IQ.
Oh, you got 8 likes. So many.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so my friend
So
retweeted
popular.
it. He has a big following. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
felt very touched because like my friend said that, oh, actually I went to I went to have a picnic and did like a cherry blossom appreciation thing locally,
Mhm.
and that's exactly how I felt. I was like, wow, I captured someone's feeling.
Wow.
So I feel very proud of that. Like one person's mind to mind connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like so I ended up reading this 3 Simple Lines by Natalie Goldberg. But actually I started reading it after I wrote it already, just to be like, oh, can I have done something better? And it's she's famous for writing this book called Writing Down the Bones, which is a very classic, like learning to write freely, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And she talks about like more like appreciation of haikus, not so much technique of how to write it, but talking about it's like some of the top authors of haikus in Japan and how their lives were and how they came up with their haiku.
Mhm.
And she talked about one woman writer as well. So obviously I already forgotten a lot of the author names, so you gotta like look it up yourself. But they're essentially like the most famous haiku writers in Japan.
Ah.
And she talks about how like you can't be so strict with the syllable thing because in like Japanese and like in Chinese as well, like there's no the and a, so you
Mhm.
can't like count those and a's really.
Oh.
Yeah.
But apparently there are
and,
also
like,
different like forms or styles of haikus, right? There are some longer ones with more. Yeah.
Exactly. So in summary, like a good haiku is one that makes your mind leap.
Mm.
Your mind leap.
like jump, like ah. So yeah, my self-criticism of this is like climate crisis is too conceptual. I think it doesn't work well in its traditional haiku form, which is more about like nature and like things you can see and not like a concept. But I felt like if I do something too abstract, no one's gonna get it. So it's totally a cheat.
What would you replace it with? I mean, if you don't use climate crisis.
I don't know. I played around. So I think I don't know. Did I link the draft to you, George? But I linked it to Singyep, where I had some terribly funny alternatives that didn't make it. I'll share one of them because it's like so stupid. It cracked me up. Okay, so I'll let you paste it in. So I think it's the fact that I used emojis made it really stupid. So one of the early drafts is like early sakura.
Yeah.
Cherry blossom emoji. Beautiful yet frightening. Scared emoji. So stupid. And then just climate crisis. Fire emoji. So I think that I like scared like Home Alone face always. Yeah. But yeah, that was an early draft that didn't make it because it's so stupid.
I don't know. I thought like it's nice too. It's like comedic. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it turned a very serious topic into funny. All right,
okay.
enough about me. George's turn.
Right. It starts with a spark, a parting of lips. I hold you close and draw you in. My heart beats faster. I feel dizzy for that brief moment. Time stops. Everything is okay. I exhale and do it all over again.
Oh.
Can you tell what I'm writing about?
Oh, huh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's really good, but then now I'm like, so funny. I'm gonna retweet it.
Yeah. I mean, it's about smoking. And I
well,
thought
that's not what I thought.
that's why I was like, huh? You thought it was nice?
Yeah, because I don't know why I thought beautiful. It could be a song, a love song.
Yeah, it could be.
It sounds very lyrical. Like
Yeah.
I mean, basically,
it could be a love
I
song.
like romanticized lighting up a cigarette. Like, yeah.
Oh, you needed an emoji to spell it out for me.
I don't know. I was thinking of adding it at the end, but I was like, maybe it's like I'll leave it a bit.
No,
like...
it's better without.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And like,
yeah. I
don't know. The breaking up of the thing was unconscious. I just put breaks where I felt that they should go. Like it wasn't. There was nothing on purpose here. Yeah. No technique. Just trying my hardest. Yeah.
It's very good. I like it a lot.
Well, I wonder if any of these will make it in.
Yeah, I wonder too. It's I think we can check the web. They say that it'll update the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're already posting some of them, but I think see here. I'll let you know if you're in here. No, they only have a few out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, some of them are really good.
Oh,
some of them I feel like you guys were better ones, but I shouldn't be so compared.
Edmund only gave me half a snap. So sad. All right. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. With message from our sponsor. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. Yeah. So
so now the new wave, Greg is offering a subscription service, right, where you think 15% off each order if you order a subscription. Now he offers up to every 2 months, because I requested for that, because I said every 6 weeks I can't drink that coffee. So he offered the 2 months, because I was like, can you offer 2 months, please? But like what he's also adding is like a community hangout sort of thing, like maybe a Zoom or something if you subscribe. So I was like, oh, I'm a total sucker for that stuff. Where you pay to hang out, pay to make friends. So I'm subscribed for that reason.
Okay. So you just like
to get to know more people.
Drink coffee in a chat room together.
Yeah, very not cultish at all. And then I'll show up.
Oh, that's such a cool mug.
Yeah. Whoever that abandoned it. So sad. But yeah, so definitely check out our link where you get another coupon code for 10% off for your first purchase. I'm not sure if it stacks with the subscription, actually.
Only one way to find out.
So if you if you want to just try it, use our coupon. If you want to subscribe, maybe just click subscribe. And I'll see you in the community.
Yeah, you get to chat with Kristen.
You're gonna chat with me.
And
then people would cancel.
It's like OnlyFans, but better.
I know, right? And then like so Greg also has the Oura Ring. So I think that's subconsciously that's why the idea of getting one in my head, because he posted his stats.
You should like measure your heart rate after you drink.
Yeah.
I know, right? Actually, that's really interesting. We should I should tell him about that.
Yeah.
Great idea.
This is my heart rate after drinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want coffee for creativity, Flow State Coffee is organic ground coffee with L-theanine and raw cacao. Your go-to morning beverage to lower anxiety, improve brain function, and support creativity. Perfect to kickstart a creative morning and maintain optimal productivity through your workday at the office or at home. Drink whenever your brain needs an energizing flow state. And yeah, so the URL for the 10% off is below, and no questions in the chat, so I guess we can call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can call it a day. Oh, we need to pick our next writing prompt. Someone has to do it.
George, right?
Yeah, me, I guess, yeah. I'll go digging later.
Pick a short one, please.
Yeah, I will. Alright, have a good week, everybody. Take care.
See you.
Alright, bye.
Thanks for tuning in. See you guys same time, same place next week. Cuckoo ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.